Hello there, you, and welcome to a gigantic chaos horde full of chaos warriors and aloruses. And today they'll be fighting a greenskin swarm that is heading right for them. And if you do enjoy this content, do consider liking and subscribing. With all that being said, let's get on with today's slaughter. Here we go then, you zoggers. Today the orcs are going to be taking on the chaos, and we're going to be fighting over this lovely little dip here. Now this is the only cover around for miles, so the orcs and the chaos both want it. Now the chaos here, they really want this area so they can convert it into a blood ritual. The orcs, well, they like this cover here, so they want to build a gigantic gun here. So both forces are vying for control today. Already the chaos seem to be taking the upper hand and gaining the lower valley here. However, the orcs are already pouring in, coming in from the high ground, making their way to that front line. You can see the mega nobs on the front line cleaving their way through chaos warriors as Aloruses try to stab in between them, finding the weak points here in the big boys' armor. One by one, some of them are going down here. Choppers trying to back them up as the line starts stretching off into the distance. Go over to the other side, see what's happening over here. Looks like we've got a bunch of mega nobs on this side pushing over. Indeed we have. Nothing but mega nobs on this side. Raw power is trying to hold the flanks here against the chaos tide that is slowly enveloping around them. The orcs have got a few gunners to help back them up. Not many of them, only about 5,000. But you see that front line is a real brutal affair at the moment. Orcs and chaos going at it head to head. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we'll get some lovely little blood lakes. And oh my, you know what? Speaking of, I can already see little Timmy getting out his rubber dinghy. No, it's not his rubber dinghy, sorry, his rubber duck, that's what I meant to say. It's not quite rubber dinghy status yet. The front line's developing really nicely. It does feel like the orcs are pushing forward a little bit here. Maybe surging forward thanks to the mega heavy mecha nobs on the front line at the moment. But as these bad boys get killed off, one has to imagine that the chaos might start getting the upper hand. Now, the kills are pretty even at the moment. Seems chaos is just eking ahead ever so slightly here, by about 2,000 kills. But it is still all to play for. It looks like most of the Chaos Army actually has come over this side here. The Orcs do not have enough units to maintain this. Realistically, look, they're trying to push units round now, realizing that a gigantic Chaos Horde is still coming around. Although the Orcs might actually have enough forces here to outflank the Chaos. Especially if these Mega Nobs can keep holding the front line like this. They are just cutting a path through the Chaos Warriors and Aloruses. But it is not without losses for themselves, as we can see the body pile right behind them. How are we doing on the other side? Front line's holding nicely. It does feel like the orcs are pushing forward, but are taking stupendous losses in the case now. The Chaos are definitely pulling ahead in terms of kills at the moment, but the orcs are pushing forward. That's a weird thing. How are the Chaos getting more kills, but the orcs are the ones pushing forward here? How are we doing on our very far flank? It looks like Chaos is slightly gaining the upper hand over here. Got a bunch of Storm Boys over this side, trying to hold it out. But yeah, the tendrils of Chaos slowly creeping around on the Orcs now. The Orcs really need to move some reinforcements down to this end of the line if they want to stop the Chaos from outflanking them. The Orc Gunners providing really good support for that front line. The bodies really starting to pile up as well. You can already see a little mound in the middle here. But yeah, Chaos 37,000 kills, Orcs 24,000 kills, and it looks like Chaos has broken the flank over here, actually chasing down a gunner at the moment. Oh guys, come on. Really, you're going to chase this one guy down? All of you? Oh, I wouldn't want to be that Orc. But yeah, look at this. The Orc Gunners are a little bit exposed here now as the Chaos Forces, having broken the flank over this side of the Orcs, all the Mega Nobs have been killed. See a bunch of Storm Boys now have moved up here. Some of the fastest reacting units. And Chaos is just enveloping this whole area. It's a bit sad that all these Chaos guys are chasing down this one Orc and can't seem to get an attack off against him. That's a little bit sad. That's probably going to happen with a lot of these gunners here, as we can see more and more Chaos breaking off now, trying to chase down the Orc gunners. And we've got this surge now of Orcs coming round the side, realizing that their flank has been exposed. Look at this deluge of green. Pulling from really basically the center line here to try and fill in this flank. Chaos has just stormed ahead over it. We have got a few choppers now coming in as well. The occasional Mega Nob also making its way. Here we go. That's it. Protect the shooters, lads. That's the way to do it. Kind of looks like Chaos is starting to thin out a little bit on this side here, and little Timmy, oh my god. It's almost rubber dinghy status, that one is. That's really nice. How are we doing on this side? Looks rather static, actually. Doesn't look like anyone's really pushed forward on this particular part, but definitely over here, the orks have pushed forward. Like I said, though, it's really weird because the Chaos have actually got well over, well, double the kills here of the orks. Yet the orks are the ones pushing forward. Having said that, Chaos are definitely securing both flanks now. The orks might be in a little bit of trouble here. We can see we've got this little detachment over here trying to cause some distraction, but these Chaos Warriors are making a beeline for them gunners over there, who've just been laying the smackdown onto that front line. More and more warriors coming from that center blob that we've got over here, just trying to fill in the gaps. How are we doing on this side, chaps? I've got the Chaos under control. No, the Chaos are now pushing forward into the gunners, making them scatter here, which means that half of the firepower is no longer being directed at the front line, allowing these Chaos Warriors now to push forward with the Alloruses practically unchallenged. Although we have got a lot of orks now stemming into this area. Like I said, they're really trying to break it. Oh, speaking of breaking it, the orks have broken the Chaos line. This is the first time it has happened for the orks. They've finally managed to break through a center part of the Chaos line here. You can see Chaos Warriors now coming back from the front line over that side, trying to desperately reinforce this area, noticing that orks are about to encompass them. The orks really need to finish off the Chaos army on this side very quickly here. There's only 25,000 orks remaining. There's 34,000 Chaos remaining still. So despite it's been so weird, despite the orks are actually pushing forward and seeming like they're killing a lot of Chaos, the reality is that Chaos has just been handedly slaughtering the orks here. Let's go check this blood lake while we're at it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Still not deep enough for a little rubber dinghy, yeah. But yeah, look at them. The Chaos Warriors and Allurus is now swarming over the flank of the orks. All the gunners are getting rounded up over here and chopped down really quickly. Oh, that is brutal, man. All the ork gunners here don't know where to go now. Back it up as best as they can. Back to the friendly lines. Hopefully some of the orks from over here start coming over and helping to protect it. But it looks like a lot of them are trying to surge down to the front lines, where Chaos now is still pushing. The entire ork line is collapsing on that side. How are we getting on over here, chaps? Okay. So it looks like some Chaos are busy trying to chase down some of the orks. The main bulk of the Chaos army is still here, though. And the orks do not have that firepower support anymore. Yeah, look, all the gunners now focusing on the Chaos Warriors that are actually chasing them down. Some of that firepower is like, sort of, because they're firing that many bullets, some of it is actually still hitting the main group over here. But the orks are getting desperately low on reinforcements now. Chaos has just really collapsed the flanks. That's what did it. The orks couldn't secure the flanks and the Chaos Warriors just stormed right into all the gunners. We've got a real big gaggle of troops over here now. A lot of gunners laying down fire. Point blank range. The Dagger is still strong. How are we doing on our flank over here? So a few melee units have come forward to try and stem the horde, but they're just getting cut down where they stand. These guys might be at risk of getting encircled. I think what we're going to end up with is a situation where all the gunners are going to be running across the map and Chaos is going to be trying to chase them down. But the orks now coming down to 6,000 against 25,000 Chaos. And yeah, most of them are gunners, let's face it. Most of the orks are gunners at this point. They're all over here. They did manage to clean up these two little groups of Chaos. But they've still got a big one over this side and a little one there. But I don't know if they're going to be able to kill 23,000 of them. Still got a lot of guns here, actually, as well. Probably half of the guns are still here. As Chaos now catches up with them, finally laying the sword into these gunning orks. The shooters aren't helping them now. The Chaos shields here providing real effective cover. There we go. They're starting to get encircled. Scarfel cut off blood lakes very quickly. Did any manage to get to rubber dinghy status? Oh, we're so close with that one. It's not quite there, though. What about this one over here? Ah, yeah, again, none of them got there. Oh, no. I'm sorry, little Timmy. There's no rubber tinky today. You'll just have to make do with the rubber ducky. And the piles and piles of dead orcs everywhere. That's another thing that you'll have to deal with. But yeah, we have got a load of shooters now left over here. Does look like the Chaos Army is getting ready to swarm in amongst them. What I'm quickly going to do is I'm going to hit a little time lapse. I'm going to put the camera over here and see if they back up into this wall. If they don't, they're going to end up running across the map and we'll probably just end it. So we'll be back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with the Chaos Army here, chasing the orcs halfway across the map, I think it's safe to say, look at all that blood we've spilt over there. Oh my god, we've covered the map in blood. But I think it's safe to say that, yeah, the Chaos have pretty much got this one in the bag. There's only 220 orcs remaining here, and still a sizable chunk of the Chaos Army. So, I do think that we can end this one here. And as always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out the Chaotic Pinky store. We've got loads of cool merch over there. Links in the description below. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.